Our country recognized National Employee Appreciation Day, which was created to encourage managers of all levels to support and reward their employees and to show their appreciation. Joining us today is author Eric Moseley, and his newest book is called The Power of Thanks: How Social Recognition Empowers Employees and Creates a Best Place to Work. Moseley is also CEO for Globoforce. Eric, thank you so much for being here on Low Country Live. And I want to ask you to begin with, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, I suppose as CEO of Globoforce, I've had the privilege of working with some of the world's greatest companies over the last 15 years. Companies like JetBlue, Hershey, Procter & Gamble. And what they all have in common is that they try and create a new culture in their companies, a culture where employees are recognized and appreciated when they do great work. So if you go above and beyond the call of duty, if you do great work, your colleagues or your manager will nominate you for an award, say thank you. And that gratitude makes you feel good about the fact that you've contributed in that way. So what we did was we tried to distill everything we learned from working with these companies into some best practices. It becomes a roadmap for managers to implement those cultures in their companies.
So you've taken all of your expertise and created this roadmap for people. So what do you hope that The Power of Thanks does for your readers?
Well, I hope it gives them the impetus to see that, employees will work better and harder and have higher performance if they're happy. This is a groundbreaking revelation that if employees or human beings are happy, well, they produce better work. And we've all in our past worked in those companies where, morale was down, it was very negative, and they're awful. They are really awful places to work. Where if you work in a place where morale is up, the mood is elevated, and people really appreciate the work that you do, you just become more freer, you're more creative, more innovative, and ultimately your performance is a lot better, and therefore the company's performance becomes a lot better. So the book is about allowing other companies to get that kind of great environment for their companies too.
Well, sounds great, creating happier employees, a better workplace. So, when people read this book, what can they implement that's going to create a better workplace for them or for their employees?
Well, I certainly hope one of the things they take from the book is that the old style of recognition is gone. It's old-fashioned, and that's where everything is about the manager. Everything is about the CEO or the leader. That recognition comes from top down. What we've tried to make sure we showed in the book is that the best recognition programs are social. Everything these days is social. It's peer-to-peer. It gets everybody involved, the grassroots of the company. So the number one thing that managers have to do is put a system in place, a recognition program that empowers each individual to recognize their colleagues. That's when they'll have absolutely the best results, because everybody together produces better results.
And Eric, where can people find more about Globoforce, and where can people get their hands on your book?
Well, globoforce.com, powerofthanksbook.com, or you can just look it up on Amazon. It's available everywhere.
All right, thank you so much. I think it's such an important read for so many people, anybody in a work environment. Eric Moseley, The Power of Thanks. Thank you for being here on Low Country Live, and we'll have much more coming up right after the break, so stay with us.